So in December 2019, during the anti-CAA and RC protests that happened across the country, uh, there was violence that had happened in several places in UP where the protesters and people who had gathered had indulged in vandalism and had damaged public and private property in Lucknow and in Kanpur. So after that, the police and administration had come out with notices. They had accused hundreds of people in Lucknow and in Kanpur for these damages, and they had said that Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, on the day violence had erupted in Lucknow, had also said that he will take revenge for this damage that has been done in cities across UP.
जो भी जिम्मेदार होगा उसकी जवाबदेही भी तय करेंगे। इस हिंसा में लिप्त प्रत्येक तत्व की प्रॉपर्टी को जब्त करेंगे और उस जब्त से सार्वजनिक संपत्ति को हुए नुकसान या कहीं पर पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टी को जो डैमेज किया गया है, इसकी भरपाई भी हम उन सभी उपद्रवियों से करेंगे। वे सब वीडियोग्राफी में आ चुके हैं, सीसीटीवी की फुटेज में आ चुके हैं। इन सब की प्रॉपर्टी को जब्त करके इनसे हम इसका बदला लेंगे।
So after that, the police and administration had booked several hundred people across the state and in Lucknow and in Kanpur, and they had accused several people of being responsible for the damages to private and public property in UP. And these people, we found out that some people in Kanpur, while all the people who in Lucknow who've been accused of this vandalism have not yet paid and have a stay order from a court. In Kanpur's Bekanganj area, 21 people were accused of damaging private and public properties worth rupees 2.83 lakh. And the administration, ADM city, had issued notices. Vivek Kumar Srivastav had issued notices to these 21 people to pay the money or face action of attachment of their properties. So in Kanpur, these 21 people paid, and we at Indian Express decided to speak to these 21 people, and but we could only trace 15 of these 21 people, and we spoke to them. And on speaking to them, a lot of them leveled allegations that the administration had not given them enough opportunity to defend themselves in a court of law, and that some of them were in jail when these notices were served, and hence they couldn't file a reply to these notices. And eventually, these 15 people, it turned out they all came from very disadvantaged backgrounds, and some of them are rickshaw pullers or daily hawkers or daily wage laborers. I think apart from one, all of them rely on their daily earnings. One of the accused who has paid the money works at his father's garment shop in Kanpur. So we found these people and we spoke to them. And after speaking to them, we found out, we also looked at the notices and what process was followed. And the lawyers for these people who had paid the money said that these people, because of the fear of police and administration and the government, they ended up paying this amount uh, from their own pocket or after borrowing money from their neighbors, relatives, and family members. Whereas paying this money is going to end up being counterproductive to them, because in a way the lawyers say that this is an admission of their guilt. By paying the money, they are accepting that they are the ones who indulged in this vandalism. And but the families, when we spoke to them, they said that they only paid this amount of money because of the fear of the police knocking at their door every day, and because they were scared of taking on the government, and that because it was done in a very hasty manner without the administration and the local police giving them a chance to file a proper reply in a court of law. In Lucknow, there is some hope because the nobody has paid the money yet, because in Lucknow, the Allahabad High Court had put a stay on their on these recovery proceedings. Whereas in Kanpur, the people who paid the money, they are facing multiple FIRs. Similarly, in Lucknow, also all these people who've been accused of vandalism, their posters were put across the city, and with the notice saying that they have indulged in vandalism and they've damaged public property. So I think they are facing multiple FIRs, and they're facing very serious charges against them for the violence that happened in December 2019. And in the future, the court cases will go on, and police have already filed the charge sheets in these cases, and it will be the court which will decide what happens to these people, and if there is enough evidence against them to prosecute them and to sentence them. It will be up to the court to decide whether they walk free or if they are punished.